Hello, welcome to my secret spot of prayer. It's your nigga Reggie, unless of course you are Caucasian or you don't have an impasse or something. But deadass, I would not care. That word doesn't faze me. So anyway, but I'm not like giving you an impasse by saying that. Yo, I don't know. I don't care. So anyway, this is a story time about my first ever Brazilian wax. Okay, a Brazilian wax. I'll explain everything, and I'll give you like some tips and tricks, I guess, or some things that I know like you should do. So if you haven't had a wax yet, like this is probably a good video to watch as well, and I'll tell you like what to expect or what happened in my case. Okay, so like there are different things you can get done like in terms of hair removal. I got I almost said my eyelashes, girl. I got my eyebrows waxed the other day. You can get your legs waxed, you can get your underarms waxed, you can get your face waxed, you know, and obviously like there are other means of like hair removal where you could use a hair removal cream. Like we're not new to this, we're true to this, okay? Or you could shave and stuff. The reason why I was like, okay, I'm just gonna wax, like that's just what I'm gonna do, is because I just think like that's the best thing, because like the advantages of waxing is like, okay, so when you wax, that's different from like other types of hair removal. I can't speak on like laser hair removal because I've never had that done, but like waxing as opposed to like shaving and using these topical creams is when you wax, it actually rips the hair out. Yes, yep, it takes the hair out like from the root. Okay, so it just pulls the entire shaft, strand, whatever. Not the hair shaft, y'all. It doesn't pull out the hair shaft, come on. It pulls out the entire strand. So I was like, okay, bet, I'm gonna do it. But I have been scared to do it for a while because I was like, you know, like I know it's gonna be painful, you know, and yes, it does hurt, especially the first time. So maybe that can like make you feel better, because it's like, oh, okay, if the first time is the worst time, then it gets better, right? I've only had one wax and I'm gonna tell you exactly how it went. But first, like options that you can get done for like waxing like down there. I know that you can get like a bikini wax, which I think is just for like your bikini line. So basically, y'all know what I'm saying, right? So it's like a shape thing. Y'all, I don't know. I'm not a waxer. I'm not a rapper.
Okay. How many? But I'm not a rapper.
Okay. Anyway, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get. I wasn't interested in anything else except a Brazilian wax. And what a Brazilian wax is, they remove all the hair, okay? And they can leave a little bit if you want, like a little landing strip or something. This may be TMI, but I did post a poll on my story and I was like, yo, y'all want the waxing story time? And people said yes, you know? So I'm giving them what they want. So that's what I wanted. Like no hair, okay? Everything goes basically. So you can expect when that's over, I'm pretty sure y'all know what this is though, but in case you're new to this and you have no idea what this is, like they take everything, like they even go in your booty crack, girl. Yes. So anyway, boom, I'm online and I'm looking like, okay, and I find a place. It's like, how far? It's like 20 minutes away from where I live or something. There are options that I have to get it done like closer to where I live. For example, I really could have gotten it done at the place where I got my eyelashes done the other day, but I don't want to do that. No, I just want to have like one waxing place, you know, like I don't know. I just want to go. I don't know. Does it make sense? I just want to like go there just for that purpose, you know. I'm looking at the prices. Actually, let me pull it up and see what it costs, because they have like a special thing where if you're a first time client of theirs, you can get the first wax like at a really discounted rate, and I think it was like $50 or something for that service. Y'all don't really have to do this whole thing. Just give me a second though. Okay, so it's 50% off the first time you do it at this place. It says price starting at $56. Okay, which is pretty much what I paid. I was like, okay, bet, I'm gonna go do it. So the day that you get your wax done, actually, you don't want to do this the day you get your wax. You want to do this like the day before or something. Some people recommend that you do this like a couple days before, I think. So you need to like exfoliate, and I have, actually, let me show you all. These are like my exfoliating gloves, and what do? They exfoliate, exactly. So the purpose of that, you want to do that so that like it's just a good thing to do. Like it avoids like ingrown hairs and stuff. And another thing, you do not want to shave before you get a wax, and your hair has to be like a certain length. It has to be like, they estimate like a grain of rice or something, because y'all, I mean, obviously I have done my research to some degree, you know, before I actually went and I got this done. This is what I did. So the day of, like, which maybe you shouldn't do it the day of, but I exfoliated the day before, I think, and like the day of. Yeah, I exfoliated the night before and like the day of, and then so I just wanted to shower and then like go straight to the appointment, you know, not have anything in between, so that like I'm not sweating or anything like that, you know. So when I got out of the shower, I didn't even put, like, usually, I mean, obviously I have like a morning routine thing where I put on like my body lotion and stuff like that. I didn't do that because my thinking is, and I didn't get this from any video, but I just think it makes sense to not like moisturize your skin like that day. I mean, obviously, like, you should moisturize your skin, it's healthy to do that, but you can like skip it like that day or like before your appointment. Because think of it this way, if I put lotion on my arm right now and I got a piece of tape and I stuck it to my arm and I did that, what's that gonna do? Nothing. But if like my arm was like dry and I put the tape on, then, you know, it could adhere properly. So yeah, there's that. But before your appointment, I'll get there though. So I hop in the car and like I leave, like I tell my man, okay, I'm leaving, and he's like, why are you doing this? And I'm like, I don't know. Because I think he just realizes he just realized like, yo, like, this is pain. Like, why are you doing this? I don't think like men understand sometimes. Beauty is pain. So I leave, and my appointment was for 11, and I show up like 15 minutes, at least 15 minutes before the appointment time, and I pull up, you know, I reverse park. That's what I prefer to do. And then like I was just like right in front of their like storefront thing. Is that what I call it? I'm not sure. And like I go in and I'm like, I sit down, you know, because they tell me like, oh, you should take a seat because like I was early or whatever, you know. And then my waxer comes out to like greet me. And oh, also the way that I had picked them, and I really like that you can do this. When you book the appointment online, you can actually pick who does your waxes. But there aren't any like pictures to choose from. Like, there's nothing you have to go by except a name. I had like looked at reviews on Google, and I saw, okay, this person has good reviews, this person has good. But in all honesty though, everyone like had a good review, you know. I don't remember like all the names obviously, but I went with the one who had like a good review. Like, I remember their name being mentioned in that sense, and also someone who was available at the time that I wanted to go, because I did not want to go like later in the day. I just wanted to like get this out as early as I could, like 11. I could have done 10, you know. I get in there, she asked me, oh, is this the first time? And I'm like, yeah. Like, was I nervous? No. At that point, I was not nervous. And she's like, okay, take it off. I'm like, okay. So I take it off, you know, like it's nothing. Like, I've done this a million times. Well, that sounds really bad. But anyway, y'all know what I'm saying, right? So I just take it off like normal, you know, like I'm at the doctor's office or something. Okay, I put my bag away and stuff, and then I already said she asked me if it was my first time, and I'm like, yes. And she's like, okay, well, I'm gonna walk you through exactly like what I'm doing and stuff like that, you know, so you can get comfortable. And she tells me like to lie down, and I lie down, and she tells me to put my legs like in a position. She called it like butterfly position. I used to do ballet, and we used to call it like froggy or something, I think. Yeah. And she was like, oh, you're really flexible. I was like, oh, thanks. I didn't know what to say. So, and she, like, the wax is going or whatever. And she's like mixing it. And it's wax, like, wax, you know? So, and she, like, lays it on. But first, like, they will, like, wipe the area down, you know? Because, I mean, like, if there's sweat or if, you know, I don't know, if you had, like, lotion or something, you know? So she does that, and at this point, like, it really didn't feel uncomfortable. Like, it was totally normal because, I mean, I know that this is what she does for a living, you know, and she's been doing it for 13, no, I don't know, a really long time, y'all. A long time. Was it 25 years? I don't know, a long time. And I don't know, that just made me feel more comfortable. Like, I asked, oh, how long have you been doing this? And y'all, it's kind of weird, like, being there and, like, having like, a whole conversation with someone when, like, your legs are, like, wide open and they're, like, sitting in front of you and they're, like, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to find the words, y'all. And, like, opening it up, basically, you know, like, to put wax on there and, you know, and as I'm talking to her, you know, and she catches me off guard sometimes and she's like rips it off. Oh my gosh. Not gonna lie, it did hurt. It did. It definitely did. Yep. Sure did. So basically you have to get this done like every 3 to 4 weeks. She told me like 4 weeks. Cause when I read up on this online it said like every 4 weeks, you know. And then towards the end, she said something kind of funny. She was like, oh, she hates doing the man waxes, but there's a word for it like that they have. I forget what it's called. And I was like, oh, you do? She was like, yeah. Is that bad that I hate it? And I'm like, no. Like, that's totally fine, you know. But hey. And then at the end, because like now she had like done like my complete like front area. Also, you guys, I was sweating so much because I did start to get nervous. And I don't know if it's because I was in pain or like stealing myself for when she was gonna pull off the thing. The wax was kind of hot for when she was gonna like rip it off. But, whew, my, my, y'all, my palms were actually sweating. And like I was sweating down there too. Like she had to like keep putting powder on me and stuff. And so like, but it was hot in the room as well. And she said that. But I was so nervous, y'all. Like I was shaking a little bit too. Like my legs were shaking a little bit, you know, y'all. Cause I mean, like it's a weird sensation. Like the wax going on, like that is kind of like hot or whatever. But it's like a weird sense. Like you're talking to someone and now they're like sitting there. Like how do I explain this? You're laying on a bed, so I'm laying down. I'm lying down, and she's like sitting there with her hand on my hoo ha, basically. Shoot, there's no other way to say it, you know? So, yeah, that's how that went. And at the very end, because the last thing that they do is like your booty crack. So she told me to get into like, I don't know, oh, like I'm a rotisserie chicken. So I did that. And when the wax goes in your booty crack, y'all, how many times have I said booty crack? I have not said booty crack, y'all. I've said booty crack so many times. Booty crack, booty crack. Oh my gosh. Like I don't. Has anyone ever said it like that many times, like in one sitting? Well, I have. Yep. She explained how it's harder. You know, like it feels warmer, like the wax when you put it there, and that's true. But you know, like once that's done, that's like the end of it, you know. So, and she told me at the beginning, she was like, I don't know, she was explaining how the way she applies the wax is for a reason, because it can actually rip off skin. And yes, y'all, that is the real thing. Your skin can get ripped off. Okay, I'm not trying to scare anyone now. I'm just telling y'all exactly what she told me. She kept like having to powder me up though, cause y'all, I was so nervous. But I think the next time I will do better. And at the end, she was like, "Oh, I did really well. You know, I didn't scream. I didn't hit her." And I was like, "Does that does that happen?" And she said, "Yes, it does happen sometimes." So with that, like, I guess the next time it's gonna be easier. Okay, I can do this. You know, I've done it once. If there's any wax like remaining, like little pieces, they will like fall off on their own. Like if you're in the shower, like they'll just fall off, and they won't stain your clothing or anything like that, because the wax was blue, I think. Yeah. So all in all, I think I have a pretty good pain tolerance, I would say. Definitely, I will be doing that again. And also, while she was waxing me, some hairs she couldn't like reach, like so she had to use tweezers. So she was actually plucking them out individually with a set of tweezers. And I mean, I don't like, that wasn't so bad. Like, I know, yes, it does hurt, but I like the results, by the way. I love the results. Yeah, it's very like smooth, and yeah, you know. And advantage, when your hair grows back, it grows back like thinner, which is why I think it's easier like once you've had that initial wax. But you need to go back, like I'm gonna make an appointment for like 3 to 4 weeks, because my hair is growing like crazy right now. Like it has been. I don't really have like arm hair or leg hair, but I don't like, I shaved my legs the other day, which I never like really need to do, but like my hair is like growing faster now. So if you like this video, show me that you like it by liking the video. I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. This was not like juicy though. I don't know, y'all tell me what y'all think. I don't think it was, but it's worth watching, isn't it? I mean, you watched it. If you watched to this point, please comment. I went to the cinema today, y'all. That's not what you should comment though. Comment Deadpool. Comment Deadpool. Yeah, do that. Yep. No spaces. What? Okay, y'all. Subscribe to the channel for more videos. Today's day 2 of Vlog Live. I have every intention of being consistent with this. Check out the links in my description. Check out the rest of my channel. Peace out. Thumbs up. I'm gonna be out this